Hey guys, well there's a video I didn't ever think I'd make. The morning after video. So, I just want to talk about the last 2.5 weeks. Hopefully, me putting myself out there will possibly put someone else off picking a drink up if they're in the same position that I was. So 2.5 weeks ago I was 16 months and 10 days sober, and for whatever reason cracks started to appearing and what have you, and I chose to drink. I wasn't craving it or anything. It was a fuck it moment. Life's hard at the moment, and I went and I bought a bottle. I think I started drinking at about, well, in fact it was early morning. Yeah, I went to the supermarket about 8 in the morning. I think I was drinking for 9 a.m. And I drank that full day, and it was shit. I've got to be honest, it was crap. I went to bed that night and I felt atrocious. And the next morning I was like, well, I was dead. It was horrible. And I remember thinking at the time, well, that was crap. Alcohol, what I thought it would do, after so long it didn't do. And I just felt the biggest thing it did for me, it gave me that sense of feeling unwell, and I felt well for so long. Anyway, I thought that was the end of it. It didn't feel like I'd opened a trap door up or anything like that. I poured what I had left of the bottle. I poured away that night, and that was it. I think for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 days after that, I was fine, and it was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. And I can't remember, it was either 4 or 5 days after that, I decided I was going to do it again. But it wasn't so much a fuck it this time. It was like, this is the craziness of it. It was like, well, where you went wrong there, you drank too early. No one can drink all day and feel good. So what you have to do is, like a normal person, you just have to drink in an evening. So yeah, I made the decision and bought another bottle. Again, this was about 5 days after, and I think on that occasion I had planned to drink at tea time, but I think I started about 2 p.m. in the afternoon and did it all again. Drank all that day. It was shit, and didn't feel quite as bad the next morning, but still felt horrendous. And that was, I went to bed saying, right, never again. It's stupid, it does nothing for me. And then I thought, right, I need to get my shit together now and cleanse, and I did a 4-day water fast, and it kind of put me back on track. It was awesome. I was feeling really good again. Okay, you've fucked your sobriety up. That's gone now. You have to start back at day one. But, the 16 and a half months, it's not thrown away. The sobriety bit is, but, you've done so much good in that time. And I thought I was back on track, and, I honestly didn't believe I'd opened the trap door. I honestly, at that time, didn't believe that. So I think the gap from that last drink was about 6 or 7 days. But here's the thing. What started to creep up was, it's almost like I chose to believe or purposely forget that I'm an alcoholic. And I kind of thought the drinking was just like when I binge on food or smoke. It was kind of, drinks just at that level. It's no more powerful than that. And I had this thing in my head, and I won't call it moderation as such, but it was kind of, yeah, it's just because you're drinking at the wrong times. Crazy. And I honestly at that time didn't intend to drink again. I guarantee it to you, I didn't intend to drink again. But yeah, as I say, there was about a 7-day gap, and then this is Friday the 16th of March. On the Wednesday morning, sorry, Tuesday. Yeah, this is where it started. Tuesday night, I text my friend because he comes over. He lives about an hour and a half away, and he comes over we go to football together, and we had a game to go to on the Wednesday. And I texted him and I said to him, if you're only coming over because you're a little bit worried about me, don't worry about it, because he doesn't normally come to midweek games. But looking back, that was me not wanting him to come over because I was kind of planning to drink again. Anyway, he said, all right, no worries, he wasn't going to come over. And then on the Wednesday morning, I picked my son up and I said, do you want to come to the game with me? Because I'm on my own tonight. And he had things on, so he couldn't do it. And that just, in my head, that was like, okay, I'm going to stay at home and, I'll have a drink. Madness. So, now here's where my alcoholic brain kicks in. So I drops my son off and I'm back home for about 2 p.m. I've bought a bottle with a view to chill out and listen to the game on the radio, get a takeaway or something. I get home and the landlord to this place had to come over because I'd had a water leak, and I was starting to get pissed off because I had this drink that I was planning to drink at tea time, but this is 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and because I had to wait in for the landlord, or because someone was coming, it was messing with my head, which is ridiculous. He comes, I'm talking to him, he then says, oh, the plumber's coming over to fit the new shower for you, and that just really pissed me off. I'm like, when's he coming? He's like, he'll come tonight, are you in? And I was just so fucked off. I was just thinking, if someone's coming, I can't drink. And, just those alcoholic thoughts were right back. And then he rung the plumber, and as it happens, he was on his way. And I just remember getting this sense of relief, thinking, well, it's only going to be a couple of hours. As soon as he goes, I can get a drink. And that's what happened. I think I was drinking for 4 p.m. And it was crap again, it was really crap. It just opens the floodgates for me to eat a load of shit food and just feel doubly bad. And still, even while I was doing that, I was kind of thinking I was okay. Crazy. Anyway, so I went to bed feeling shite Wednesday night, and here's when it really kicked in, because when I woke up Thursday morning, I bought a big bottle and I had just under half of it left, or maybe just over a quarter of it left. And the fact that I had that in the house yesterday morning, all I did was think about it. All from the minute I got up, I think I was up at about 6 a.m. It was like, well, you've got that. You're probably going to finish it off tomorrow, or today, I should say, which was yesterday. And then the alcoholic thoughts, like, well, that's probably not enough. You might need to buy some more. But then I'm arguing with myself. It's like, no, you can't buy any more. That's ridiculous. You cannot drink. It was just an absolute mindfuck all day, and I was right back to the old me. Just back to the old Glenn, the raging alcoholic. Fucking hell. So again, I didn't buy any more. I think I started drinking at, I think it was 5 p.m. yesterday. And realistically, I only had enough whiskey for about 5 drinks, which, that would have been enough. That was enough. But I drank, and I remember pouring the last bit of the bottle out, and this was about at 7 p.m. last night. And obviously I'm feeling it. It's a lot of whiskey. and just this arguing in my head. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? This is ridiculous. And the lies and the deceit, because you're lying to people, that pretending that you're not drinking or pretending that everything's fine and normal. I got my jacket on and I walked to the shop and I bought a quarter bottle of whiskey, which was, in my eyes, just enough to see me through last night. Bought some more shit food, crisps and chocolate and crap, and come back and, polished that off. I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night or something, and just feeling shit. And I woke up this morning, and this is why I'm making this video, because absolutely back to square one. And there is a massive positive in this for me right now, and that's the fact that it's a complete kick up the arse, and it's finally a realisation that, fuck Glenn, you're an alcoholic. What the hell are you doing? The thoughts and feelings and emotions are all right back. So disappointing. So disappointing. But I've kind of needed this to happen, because up until yesterday I was toying with the idea that I possibly could drink, and it's just I'm sat here this morning at 8:10, and I now know, well, I know again, I should say, that I'm an alcoholic and I can never drink. So it really is a wake-up call for me, this. It's huge. And, as I sit here, as I say, at 8 AM in the morning, this can go one of two ways now. I can knock it on the head right now, and that's my plan. And today's day one, and, I have to get back on the road of sobriety and work bloody hard at it again. Or, as others have done, this turns into a bender, and I could drink again today, or I could be good for another 2 or 3 days and then drink again, and all of a sudden this process could go into weeks and months of me drinking again. I can't let that happen. I really can't let that happen. Worked so hard on myself. So hard on myself. Really dreading putting this video out on YouTube. This fucking guy who's coming up for 17 months sober, and he's done all this great stuff, and he's documented his journey, and here's this video saying, you fucked it all up. Crazy. So, as I say, it is what it is. It's in my hands. I'm at a crossroads this morning. As I say, I am kind of a little bit more positive this morning, because I actually do see it for what it is, and it's not, well, maybe you could drink. No, there is no. It's impossible. I can never drink, and I need to make this realisation stick and count right now. There is no way I can go on a bender for the next weeks and months to come. Not a fucking chance, because I'll end up dead. So if anyone's out there and you're toying with the idea that you've got a bit of sobriety, I mean, fucking hell, at 12 months I thought I'd nailed this, and you see others fall around you and you're like, that'll never be me. And being as judgmental as I am, which I'm working on, it's like, oh, they're weak or whatever, and it's just people out there who've fallen. I get it, I really do. I get it. It's so fucking easy to do. And the longer you get sober, you do kind of forget how bad it is, or how bad it was. But yeah, anyway, I just thought it'd be really good to document this. So the hard work starts today for me. As I say, I'm feeling fine now, but no doubt at some point today or this evening the drinking demon will be at me, but there's not a chance I will buy any, not a chance. I have to fight this with everything I've got now. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks. Bye.